WWE's Apex Predator.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring.
Oh man, there it is. And we have unofficially started here.
Yeah, this referee won't put up with too much of this. They need to get in the ring so we can officially start here.
KO punch.
Beautiful technique.
Neckbreaker.
Ouch.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle. You can feel the electricity running through this arena. This is going to be some battle. One-on-one, mano-a-mano.
And I can't help but get the feeling that this is going to be one of those matches people will be talking about for a long time to come.
Making his way to the ring from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 250 pounds, he is the Apex Predator, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Few WWE superstars have fared as well throughout their careers as Randy Orton. Cool, calm, collected, but laser focused and ready to explode at a moment's notice with an RKO out of nowhere.
The mood changes when Randy Orton enters the building.
Orton is a volatile superstar that can end a match in an instant with an RKO out of nowhere.
A man with absolutely no absence of malice. This man is a real force. Drew McIntyre.
A revamped attitude, Revamped appearance.
And his opponent, from Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre's made it his mission to eliminate all the complacency in WWE.
You know, Drew McIntyre arrived and he was the chosen one. Handpicked by WWE Chairman Mr. McMahon. And Drew will admit that he became complacent. Felt like he didn't have to work hard to get to the top. When he got fired, he went away. He got a new attitude. And now he's back, bigger and badder than ever.
With a vengeance.
Yeah, this new attitude from Drew McIntyre dictates he will take whatever he wants.
McIntyre laser focused. As we get underway, I'm expecting a hard-fought match between these two superstars.
The first one to make a mistake could fail.
And guys, you can almost literally feel the electricity in the air for this Hell in a Cell match.
Drew McIntyre looking to squeeze his opponents like a set of bagpipes.
Byron, that metaphor was uglier than a pile of haggis.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Forcefully delivered.
Russian leg sweep. Elbow drop.
Gentlemen, I think we can all agree that we've seen some pretty special moments over the years. But for me, few were more special than getting the opportunity to call the first ever women's Hell in a Cell match back in October of 2016.
I don't like the look in his eye here, folks.
Big slam, big clothesline.
He misses the dive.
And unfortunately for him, there was no water in the pool.
Harsh impact. Recalling that first ever women's Hell in a Cell match, I gotta say, the ovation Sasha Banks received that night was among the loudest I've ever heard, but I didn't remember you actually calling the match.
Yeah, that's what happens when you compete in your hometown, Cole, but ovations can only get you so far. And in the end, it was Charlotte walking away with the win, not Sasha.
Oh, chin-breaking uppercut.
Oh, nasty impact. Well, that'll hinder your modeling career.
If you recall, guys, when Drew McIntyre first showed up here in 2009, he was anointed the Chosen One. And while it may have been premature back then, I'd say McIntyre is more than living up to it nowadays.
Nailed it.
Success breeds success, and he's definitely having some right now.
As Byron alluded to, Drew McIntyre's initial run in WWE had ups and downs, but ever since his return in 2017, I'd say McIntyre's among the most dominant superstars on the roster.
As would the people he's defeated since returning. And let's look at some of these names, Cole. Bobby Roode, Andrade Cien Almas, Seth Rollins. Those are some pretty big names, if you ask me.
And Randy Orton just slips out of harm's way. Looking for the finish.
Stay down, man. Guys, I don't think you can have a conversation about great Hell in a Cell moments without bringing up the name Shane McMahon.
Vintage Randy Orton.
Can he finish the job? Orton better not waste this opportunity.
Randy Orton looking to end this.
he'd be smart to stay put there.
Toss to the outside. It's hard not to recognize what Shane McMahon has done when it comes to Hell in a Cell, as Corey was saying, but at what point is enough enough?
Come on, Michael, there's no such thing as enough when it comes to Shane McMahon. Even you know that.
Randy Orton might be the most successful third-generation wrestler in WWE history. The Orton family has been a fixture in wrestling for over 50 years, competing in main events from the 1960s all the way to today.
Yeah, Cole, it all started with Randy Orton's grandfather, Bob Orton Sr., who competed in the NWA and AWA, even took on Bruno Sammartino in New York City.
Ooh, what impact. Ooh! Not sure how much more McIntyre can take.
I can promise it's not much.
I mean, it looks to me like he's almost completely out.
You both started the Orton family tree with the discussion of Bob Orton Sr., but Randy's father, Cowboy Bob Orton, has an impressive pedigree too as a WWE superstar, including being in Roddy Piper's corner during major matches at the first 2 WrestleManias.
Yeah, as great as his father and grandfather were, Randy brought the Orton name to even greater heights with multiple WrestleMania main events and over a dozen WWE Championship reigns.
You know, no matter how many times I see a Hell in a Cell match, I'm always amazed at what these competitors are willing to put themselves through.
Lightning fast reflexes. This is what every competitor dreams of when they decide to get into this business. A match at the granddaddy of them all, WrestleMania. Hard to dispute Byron's point about what these superstars put themselves through in an environment like this. For whatever reason, when the Hell in a Cell structure is in place, superstars willingly push the boundaries of physical punishment.
And then there's people like Shane McMahon who just take that to a whole other level.
Of course, guys, we all remember the 1998 battle between Mankind and Undertaker. And all these years later, fans still refer to it as one of the greatest Hell in a Cell matches of all time. You know, this is just one of those matches you want to sit back, relax, and just take it in. Boom, what impact. Nope, reverses it.
As Michael was saying, I will never forget the Mankind-Undertaker match. Just the sight of Mankind flying through the air is something that will be ingrained in my memory forever.
Yeah, and while Mankind's the story of that match, I think a lot of people forget it was actually Undertaker who walked out of that match victorious.
Whoa, McIntyre able to avoid damage there. And Randy Orton just slips out of harm's way.
Success breeds success, and he's definitely having some right now.
You gotta believe this one's over. I'd say Drew McIntyre's career is a story of 2 completely different chapters. McIntyre himself would tell you his first chapter didn't quite go as planned, but boy, chapter 2 is a whole nother story. If you're just tuning in, you're watching what is guaranteed to be a Hell in a Cell match for the ages.
Michael, I like your analogy of McIntyre's career as 2 different chapters. And while chapter 1 didn't necessarily blow anybody away, there was a foreshadowing of his future success.
Oh, even Mr. McMahon himself called McIntyre a future world champion, which of course later came true in 2017 when McIntyre defeated Bobby Roode for the NXT Championship.
Oh, this might be it.
Oh, my.
For someone to survive a battle against Randy Orton, two things are critical. One, do not fall victim to the... Uh-oh. Hung out to dry.
That's how you put an exclamation point on the end of a match, guys.
There's no quit in these guys, but unfortunately only one of them can be victorious here tonight.
Randy Orton playing it up, but I'm not sure it's the right time or place.
The Apex Predator is so dangerous in so many ways that what you said earlier, Corey, is more than accurate. Randy Orton, and here comes Randy RKO out of nowhere.
This one is over.
Randy Orton looking to end this.
Great job escaping, trying to turn this thing around.
When this guy's on, look out. Drew McIntyre sizing it up. Lariat.
Real quick, let's remind everybody that there are no rules inside a Hell in a Cell, meaning the referee's sole job in this match is to call for the bell following a 3 count or submission.
This is not exactly the area you want to be in.
Oh, man, what a hit.
Knocked right off the apron.
What a clothesline. Ouch. Just as important as Byron's point about there being no rules inside the cell, the same holds true for outside the structure. As we've seen many times in the past, superstars don't always stay within the cell.
No, they don't, Cole. In fact, a lot of times you'll see them competing on top of the cell of all places.
What are we going to see here?
Hung up on the second rope. Neck breaker.
I have to tell you, the RKO from Randy Orton is a thing of beauty. Well, unless you're the one who's getting dropped by it. The Apex Predator's speed and power are just the beginning because an RKO can occur at any moment.
Nailed it. Wicked clothesline. Oh, no, he's taken down.
You know, I don't think he has much left.
Randy Orton climbing up. Look at this. Corey, it still amazes me how quickly Randy Orton can strike an opponent with the RKO. Obviously, the WWE Universe feels the same way since the hashtag out of nowhere trends on social media whenever the Viper uncoils.
It doesn't matter if an opponent is behind Randy Orton, in front of him, attacking him. The Viper is always one RKO from victory.
Sit out pile driver. This might be it.
Oh, my.
Ooh. Drew McIntyre is getting ready. Ooh, what impact.
I'm not sure how much he has left.
Orton looking for something big.
Uh-oh.
These superstars have tried everything. They have something left in their arsenal. They have to, but can they dig down deep enough to find it? At some point, the referee may want to think about stopping this one before somebody gets seriously injured. Both these superstars appear to be operating on fumes here, guys.
Oh, what an upper short clothesline.
And the Viper needs to rally quick.
Looks to me like he just hit a wall.
Oh boy, he is rolling.
Oh my God, a DDT!
Spiked him. The Viper strikes again. I love it. Even better the second time around.
He's lining him up.
The end is near for him. An RKO! If that doesn't end it, I don't know what will. In case you're keeping score, that's twice, Byron.
This one's getting ugly. You might want to turn away if you have a weak heart.
The intensity of this match has been incredible. Too quick for him there.
Molly, oh, nasty impact.
Look at the disdain in the eyes of the Viper.
He's calling for it.
He can't withstand one bit more.
Probably wise not to focus too much on this superstar's injury. I mean, half the roster is likely competing with some sort of injury right now. It's just part of the game.
Boom!
While the medical staff might say otherwise, this superstar's injury isn't even worth mentioning. At least that's what this superstar told me prior to the match.
He's almost got him.
Neckbreaker! Oh boy, he is rolling.
Randy Orton looking to end this.
He's teetering on the edge here. Lights out. The Viper strikes again. I love it.
much more damage one person can take. I don't care how tough you are.
There's got to be some point in the match where those thoughts start to creep in that it could be over. And then you got to dig down deep. Get rid of the self-doubt and continue on toward victory.
Lands this, and he is done.
RKO out of nowhere.
The Viper strikes again.
This could do it. Uh-oh. 2, 3.
There's the pinfall and the victory.
Let's take a look at some of the action that proves Hell in a Cell is the most dangerous match in WWE.
That's what I love about the WWE. A match that lives up to expectations, but still finds a way to surprise us. Good stuff. You are not going to see many matches as good as that one. These superstars rose to the occasion and gave us more than we ever dreamed of.
He is the Apex Predator.
This could get ugly. Could?
I think the business is about to pick up sooner rather than later.
Success breeds success, and he's definitely having some right now.
The Viper.
Oh, we know what's coming next.
Oh, boy, do we ever.
Good night. That's how you put an exclamation point on a match.
This one's for good men.
An RKO.
Now it's time to capitalize. most decorated combat athlete in history. Brock Lesnar is hazardous to your health.
You know, the night after WrestleMania back in 2015, Brock Lesnar F5'd me out of my shoes on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, I remember that one.
You know what, Byron? It really made my career because you replaced me on play-by-play and the world realized how bad you were and how good I was on that night. Here comes the big dog.
And their partner, from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, the WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns.
He's not a good guy, he's not a bad guy, he's just the guy. And at this point in his career, that is flat out undisputable. One of the workhorses of WWE proudly feels that he carries this business on his broad shoulders and will continue to do so well into the future.
Well, Roman has that swagger. Roman has that confidence. And Roman has that message to the entire roster of WWE. If you think you can stop me, try.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Go ahead, Byron, try.
I'm good. Just one kick.
The monster among men is here.
First,
The legend continues. The mythical, immortal, the phenom.
and from Death Valley, weighing in at 299 pounds, The Undertaker.
Batten down the hatches.
And their partner, standing 7 feet tall, weighing in at 385 pounds, The Big Show.
A surefire Hall of Famer. There is no doubt about it. One of the all-time greats, The Big Show.
One of the all-time greats, possibly in the best physical condition of his career right now.
I think he's on B-Sax's diet.
That's a great thing. Big Show more agile than we've seen him in years. You said it, Corey, looks better than he's been in years, and more dominant than he's been in years. You're looking at a man right now that owns the ring.
Best shape of his career right there. I heard that Big Show may be an experimental vegan.
Oh, I hear good things about that.
Look out, handicap action underway.
Guys, you have to have a screw loose or something to step into the ring with the odds this firmly against you.
Brock Lesnar still enters every match as the odds-on favorite.
Yeah, I would never predict a Lesnar loss, Saxton, because you can enter Suplex City, but you will never come out the same. RKO plants him.
Nicely done.
Beautiful technique.
I think it goes without saying, but Byron, the key for any Brock Lesnar opponent is to avoid a trip to Suplex City.
Yeah, that's easier said than done, Michael. Big or small, Lesnar has sent everybody he's been in the ring with to Suplex City.
Oh, what impact! What a stomp!
Good grief.
Byron brings up a good point about Suplex City. Lesnar has been able to suplex superstars of all sizes, including the massive Big Show.
You're absolutely right, Cole. Nobody's immune to Suplex City. And for me, my favorite part is watching Paul Heyman count along with each and every suplex. Slam down hard.
Caught him with a big boot.
On the mark.
He's left wide open here.
I don't think he even realizes it. He looks dazed.
This is about to get bad.
He's bringing it back inside the ring now.
DDT!
Cobra clutch. Got it cinched in.
Fading fast.
Throughout WWE's more than 54-year history, there's one superstar who raises their game even higher in a handicap match. It's the superstar with the motto, one versus all, and that's the big dog, Roman Reigns. On the February 20th, 2017 episode of Monday Night Raw, we saw Reigns accept the handicap match against Raw Tag Team Champions, Anderson and Gallows.